do a little tour here. Tractor parking. That was the place we just came out of. We call it the Cozy Cabin. It's just a little 2-story, about 12 by 21 foot, 12 by 25 about place. Tools and firewood, chickens, tractor parking, orchard. We're working on the siding here. Tool sheds. Yeah, we'll have that done soon enough. Betsy's doghouse. Betsy. Anyway, orchard, 18 fruit trees, apple, pear, plum. Lots of stuff. We'll head down here. Head down here to the utility building. Give you guys a look-see what's going on here. Excavator. We just installed, let me get up on this truck. We just installed the septic system about a month ago. It's a 4-tank system. So there's one tank, about 1,000 gallons or so. And then other tank is there at those white posts, another 1,000 gallon. That down there at the low point is the pump chamber, and that's the other 1,000 gallon. So we have 1, 2, 3 septic tanks that all flow into a pump chamber down there. The pump chamber pumps all of the water up to a drain field up there where those white posts are in the distance. Yeah, and if you're developing, we have 4 lots here, 10 acres. If you're developing land, you need an excavator. These things, if you could find a cheap one to buy or rent or something, it's gonna save you a lot more money than paying someone to come on your property all the time and dig road and trenches and all that sort of stuff. If you get everything planned out and rent it for an excavator for a few days, you can get everything you need done. These are huge creosote timbers we're going to use to build a 40 by 40 shop here. We'll have a 40 by 40 shop where we can keep all the material out the rain. We're in the Pacific Northwest here, and it's just after Thanksgiving. Rains a lot. So we have our utility building. This is going to be a utility building where we bring power, water pumps. We just have a hand pump for now in the well, but we'll put the water pumps and pressure tanks and maybe some propane off to the side and bring in the main power, and from there we'll distribute it out on the property. We have another 400 amp service down there at that building, so we have 400 amps at one end of the property, 400 at this other end, and then we'll have 800 amps of service coming in to feed 4 lots. So 200 per lot, and we can build 2 residents per lot with any number of storage sheds. We can do 1 main residence per lot and 1 auxiliary dwelling unit, or 1 main residence and a garage with attached, like a workshop with an attached living space. We're probably going to put a water tank and diesel tank, something there, so that we don't have to turn on the pump all the time or use the pump to water the trees. We have the road lined with trees, orchard. We have a lot of things we're going to need to water, so we'll probably stage water there. Once we get the electric pump in, we'll stage water in some large tanks there, and then kind of use that with a huge 2-inch connector to quickly water what we need to water out here. So anyway, we're using ICFs, as you can see, for the utility building. Wanted to give you a shot of, well, what we have so far. We're getting ready to pour the lid of the utility building. These ICF construction, we're shoring everything up now. Lid's going to be poured in a few weeks as soon as we finish getting the plywood on top and rebar installed, get it inspected, pour it, wait 30 days, tear everything down, and then we will clean this up, level the floor. There's a couple of low spots there you can see where water collects. We don't plan on having water in here, but we will have, like, you know, a washer and a dryer, and it's 12 foot high, so 12 foot high from the footing to the top of the ICF. So it's actually 12 foot 8 approximately. So we'll have, it'll be our utility room, like I said, washers, dryers, pumps, main electric panels, etc. And then it's high enough that we can create a loft in here for storage, to put whatever we need. Not whatever we need, but enough storage. And then there is the where we're going to put the transformer for the 400 amp service. We'll put it right next to that transformer there, and it will come into here to a panel on the outside, and then we'll split that panel into two 200 amp sub panels. From there, feed out to this half of the property. That's the plan. The ICF pour went well. I have all of these screwed on here because I was thinking about putting the scaffolding all the way around the outside perimeter, but we really don't need to do that. We're just going to use this scaffolding here, put a ladder up there, get on this scaffolding, and then once we get the plywood down, we can just work on the plywood work from the roof itself. We don't need to walk all the way around. And when we're pouring the concrete, we're going to be standing on the roof, not out to the side. So anyway, that was the idea behind all of these. It's sturdy enough. This is how we have it set up. It's a little unconventional for the build block, the ICF build block bracing system, which is the one that we have there. I don't know if you can read the label, but yeah, build block bracing system. It's a great bracing system. No problems with it. Super easy to set up. They say it's a one-man operation. I would really say it's a two-man operation. It's just hard to balance it. You know, these are 10-footers. It's just hard to balance it when you are one person. Anyway, that's the setup we have here. We're going to start pouring soon. Just giving you a quick update. We are going to... I've never done it before like this. In fact, I've never done a lot of this stuff before. But the plan with that foam is we want to lay the plywood down first. Then we're going to put that foam on top of the plywood, and then put a membrane on top of that foam. Then put the rebar. Then pour the concrete. So when we tear everything down, we will have this foam affixed to the underside of the concrete, so we have the insulated lid here. Now, we could have used the build block or any kind of ICF flooring system, and basically they are concrete foam forms for concrete beams and flooring with beams with like a 2-inch cap or a 4-inch cap or whatnot. I was not able to get the material in time. Massive backlogs, back orders and whatnot. So we're just going to go with that. That's the update. We'll snap another video here once we're done with the pour. Let you guys know how that system worked. And then on the outside here, we plan to just do a stucco. I did paint this to kind of keep the block from yellowing, but I should not have done that. What I should have done is just let it yellow and then just get some bristle brush or wire brush or rasp or something and rough it up a little bit and just stick the stucco right to it. But I'll have to clean all that up later. It'll be a whole nother job. So stucco, then I have the, I'm using basalt rebar. I'm not using steel rebar. We're using basalt rebar in as much as we can that the engineer spec'd out. And we also have a basalt mesh that we're going to put into the scratch coat. And that'll help keep everything on here. You might not have to mesh it. Some people don't, but I'm gonna put a mesh on there anyway. That's the update. Stay tuned.